Cool, so we'll begin standing up. And inhale, raising both hands up over your head. And then exhale to fold down into a forward fold. Just kind of letting your head and your arms relax. Feel a stretch through your hamstrings, maybe your back, maybe your neck. Shake out your head, shake out your shoulders. Look at your butt side to side. Movement is a good thing. You're gonna walk yourself out into a downward dog. It's gonna be like kind of a running downward dog, running stretch downward dog. So you're gonna pedal one heel after the other. Just straightening one leg, and there's no real science to it. You're just kind of opening up your calves, and your hamstrings a little bit more. We'll do one or two more pedals here. And then we'll continue that pedaling motion to walk your feet to your hands, back into your forward fold. Inhale, reaching both hands up over your head. Exhale, hands down by your sides. With your feet a little bit wider apart than your hips. And inhale, reaching both hands up. Exhale, drop one hand down, doesn't matter which hand. Slide it down your leg, extend the top arm over your body. And use that top arm so you get a stretch through your lats. Kind of roll that shoulder blade over the other so you can look up towards the ceiling. If you see anything cool up there, that's awesome. It's a good way to start your day. If not, you can just make something up. Oh! Then exhale, squeeze from the obliques. Both hands come up to the sky. Drop your other hand down by the side. And reach that top arm over towards the opposite wall. You can wiggle your fingers if you want to. Give a peace sign if you want to, and then roll that shoulder blade over the other so your heart gets to look up towards the ceiling. On the exhale, squeeze from the obliques. Both hands come up to the sky. And glitter fingers all the way down, down, down. Beautiful. So we're going to do a forward lunge with an alternate toe touch. So you reach forward, lunge, touch your opposite toe. Come back up with your hand over your head. We're going to do a set of 20 of these. So just count them out, go at your own pace. This is a moving stretch. So the idea is we're getting all your joints moving. So it doesn't need to be crazy, you're still warming up. And I'm not counting, I think I did 6. But you count for you. I'll try and count for me while talking. Even though you're muted, if I miscount, you can correct me. Just silent to yourself. We have 2 more to go. Cool. Next thing that we're going to do is a walkout to a push-up. So that looks something like this. So you reach both hands up over your head. Try to keep your legs straight. Hold down. Walk yourself out. Do your push-up. That's wonderful. And then you walk yourself all the way back up. Hands end up over your head. We're going to go for 10 of these. Go at your own pace. Count them out. Remember, it's still moving stretch. Still warming up. If your back feels pretty tight and you need to bend your knees to get up and down, that's fine. I hope everyone had a really great weekend and have some big plans for this week. That probably involve staying home. Or maybe not. I think I have 1 more to go, but whenever you get to 10, you get to 10. Great. We're going to do a lateral lunge. going side to side. So for the lateral lunge, what we're gonna do, you can put your hands in front of you, or you can put your hands out in front of you like you're getting ready to wrestle somebody. We're gonna take a big step out to the side, so you feel a stretch on your inner thigh, and then come back to center, and then go to the other side. We're just gonna go side to side. Gonna go for a set of 20. Start whenever you're ready. Count them out. Again, hands can do whatever you want. Like you could even dab if you want to, but only do that if you're truly alone. I mean, like alone in your room. Whenever you get to 20, you can stop, pat yourself on the shoulder. You did a good job. Okay. So the next thing that we're gonna do is a push-up to a high lunge to scaption. So I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll go into it. But essentially, what you do is you do your push-up, you step into a high lunge, and then you draw that arm back. So you're rolling your scapula down towards yourself, and you draw that elbow down towards your ribs. Lock yourself back into your push-up, and then same thing on the other side. Okay. We're gonna go for 10 of these. Start whenever you're ready. As long as you go into your push-up, lunge, so you feel a stretch through your hip flexor, and then rotate through your spine, and then the other side. These don't have to be done fast, but we're just trying to go for a good range of motion. So you open up all the muscles in your lower back and hips. Everyone finish up their sets. Great. People starting to pop up off the floor. That's awesome. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is a reverse lunge with a straight leg kick. So you're going to bring your left arm out in front of you at shoulder width, right? Step your right foot back into a lunge, and we're going to try and kick that hand in one super strong movement, go right back into your lunge. We're going to do 15 on each leg. Start whenever you're ready. Once you finish your 15, switch sets. Same thing on the other. Cool. Those are fun. Everybody likes those. Kind of makes you feel like being a rockhead or something. Or like a ninja. Okay, next thing we're going to do is a set of push-ups. Just normal. Hey, I'm doing push-ups. Hands under your shoulders. With all the push-ups that we do, if you start to have trouble, you can always drop down on your knees to finish the set. But pretty much just try and do whatever you can. We're going to go for a set of 25 push-ups. So either on your toes or on your knees. Start whenever you're ready, count them out. Nice. Once you're done with your 25 push-ups, feel strong and awesome. Okay, next thing that we're gonna do is a curtsy to a knee drive up. So for those of you who are not well versed in curtsies, it looks something like that. What we're gonna do is step that foot back behind you, drop your back knee down, and then come up with the knee to stabilize. We do 15 on each side. Start whenever you're ready. Hands can be wherever you want. You can put them out to the sides, you put your hands on your hips, make a prayer, or behind your head if you want to be weird. Once you finish 15, switch sides. And maybe you notice one side is different than the other. Like maybe your balance is kind of trickier on one side or you get some kind of issue. Again, just go with range of motion that feels good, where you don't feel any acute pain. I totally lost count. I'm just gonna stop whenever the first person stops. All right, I'm thinking that's like about 15. All right, money. So that push-up that we did with the lunge to scaption, we're gonna progress on that and go with a kick through at the bottom. So I'll demonstrate the first one and then we'll all get to it. So you do a push-up, you step into a lunge, and then your back leg kicks through as you bring that shoulder blade back. And then all the way back, you do a push-up, step into a lunge, the bottom leg comes through, so your butt's floating off the ground. Okay? I'll keep doing them. Start whenever you're ready. We're going to go for 10 of these. Cool. Once you finish your 10, you can stop, take a sip of water. Single leg squats. So for the single leg squat, it's not really about how deep you go into the squat, but it's about how level you can keep your hips to the floor. So bending your right foot up behind you, you're going to reach down towards your left toe and come back up, trying to keep your hips level. We're going to go for 15 on each leg. If you fall over, that's fine. Whenever you get to 15, switch sides. Whoa, Maybe you notice one side is a little harder than the other one. If that's the case, pick something to look at. That'll help you with your balance. And when you get to the top, try and squeeze your glute, your butt, so your hips almost draw forwards a little bit. Ooh. Cool. Once you finish your 15, we're going to come back down to the floor for a set of push-up, opening up into side plank. So you do push-up, you raise the other arm up to the sky and do a side plank, and then other side. If this feels really hard or your balance feels really difficult, you can also do these from your knees. You just don't open as high, okay? We're going to go for a set of 20. Start whenever you're ready. So look something like this. Wait for everyone to finish their sets. See good extension through the shoulder, which is awesome. Okay. Reverse lunge to forward lunge. Skip your hands on your hips, take a step back, take a step forward, and that would count as 1. So we're going to go 10 on each side. 2. Start whenever you're ready. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Whenever you get to 10, switch sides. Okay. Next thing that we're going to do are stagger stance push-ups. So you keep one hand under your shoulder, but the other hand drops down towards your ribs. We're going to do 10 push-ups like that, and then switch position, and 10 push-ups on the other side. Try to keep your hips level with the floor, and keep a wide stance with your feet. Again, if you need to come down to your knees, it's totally fine. Count them out and enjoy the process. Maybe finish 10, switch sides. for everyone to finish. Good. I'm starting to see heads pop up. Fix my mantis. Okay. So we're going to do prisoner squat jumps. So hands go up behind your head, and you're going to go down into squat. And it's like you gear up for your jump, right? So you squat down twice, 1, 2, and then jump. 1, 2, jump. 1, 2, jump. We're going to go 15 of these. Start whenever you're ready. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'll take a sip of water if you need it. I do. Okay, next exercise are Hindu push-ups. So we did these last week, and feedback was that they were pretty hard. So if it's hard, like, let's do it again. So what it does, it looks like is a downward dog, and you swoop your body into an upward dog, and then back down the way you came. So I'll demonstrate the first one. Ooh, let's see if I can get it. Like that, and then back down. I did it. So we'll go for 10 of those. Start whenever you're ready. Oh, they suck, but they're so good. Glad everybody enjoyed those. Okay, so we're going to do a lateral lunge to come up to stability. So you take a step out to the side, then you end up with the knee in the center. You're going to do 10 of those on each side. Start whenever you're ready. Let's get to 10. Switch sides. Whoa. Go. Next phase of the operation are burpees with a push-up with a jump. We're going to go for 15 of these. So for those of you not well versed in the world of burpees, I'll demonstrate the first one, and then I'll just keep going. You guys chime in whenever you want. Push up to jump, all the way back. Count up 15. Have fun with it. Oops. 6, Hope your ceilings are all tall enough. Glorious push-ups. Happy burpees. I'm gonna rest for a second. I need a rest. Okay. Squat jumps with a lateral hop. So, do as we go down into a squat. Hold on a second. And you jump over to the side. Imagine you got like a little river of lava going on right next to you, and you have to clear it. If you don't, you burn your feet off. Nobody wants that. We're gonna go for 20 of these. You can use your arms for momentum, right? So, squatting and landing in a hop. Start whenever you're ready. Count out 20. Cool. Once you get to 20, we'll never do that again. Okay, so we're gonna go from a deep squat, walk out to 2 shoulder taps, back into a deep squat. So it looks like this. You're in your deep squat, you walk yourself out into your push-up, shoulder tap, walk yourself back into your deep squat. We're gonna go for 10 of those. Start whenever you're ready. Walk yourself out, push up, shoulder tap, walk yourself back. We did this, I think we did this last week, maybe the week before. We're gonna do ice skaters. So ice skaters, where you hop from one foot to the other and reach across to go for the opposite foot. I'll demonstrate the first few. Start whenever you're ready. We're gonna go for a set of 20. So it looks something like this. 1, 2, 3, Okay, once you finish those, we're gonna do a set of diamond push-ups. Almost done with the push-ups. Where your hands go close together, so like your thumb and index finger are touching or almost touching. I'm going to lower your heart down to your hands. If you need to do these on your knees, totally cool. Try and do them on your toes. Go for a set of 10. If you want to do extra, power to you. All right. Whenever you finish your 10 of those, you're going to do a set of jumping split squats. Set of 20 of these. So you start out in a split stance, you drop your back knee down, and explode up in the air and switch your leading leg. So I'm getting a little tired, but it should look something like this. Count at 20, start whenever you're ready. Whew. Those are fun. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying. Okay, if you got a mat, you can pull your mat out. If you don't have a mat, just use the floor. Okie doke. So what we're gonna do is go from a low plank to a high plank. So it's like you're doing a single arm push-up. We're gonna go for a set of 20 and you're gonna alternate which arm you push up with. So starting out like this, you push yourself up into a high plank, then you come back down onto your forearms, and then with the other arm, push yourself up into a high plank. Going for 20, try to keep your hips level with the floor. Keep a nice even tempo. Once you finish your set, let your heart rate come down for a second, and we'll come to laying down on your back. Okay, so on your back with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, we're going to do 25 crunches, straight up and down. So your hands can go behind your head or across your chest. You just want to try and leave a little space between your chin and your chest. So no matter what happens, you're not pulling on your head. Just get your shoulder blades up off the mat 25 times. Start whenever you're ready.
Once you finish your 25 reps, bring your hands down by your sides, or you can actually sit on your hands, so your hands aren't underneath your bum. We're going to do a set of 25 leg lifts. Now, if these hurt your back, you can totally bend your knees and do your leg lifts like this. You're still working your lower abs, and you're still getting the desired effect. But if you can straighten your legs, the straighter they become, the more better the exercise is. So start whenever you're ready, and at 25. Cool. Once you finish your 25 of those, wait for everyone to finish. Okay. We're going to cross your right ankle over your left knee. And we're going to do crunch with rotation. So if your right ankle is over your left knee, your left hand goes behind your head and your right hand goes on your tummy. We're going to crunch up and twist, bring your left elbow towards your right knee, come all the way back down. You're still trying to keep that space between your chin and your chest, and your elbow out to the side. So as you come up, your bicep doesn't end up by your forehead. 15 on each side. Start whenever you're ready. Feel like giving a big exhale as you come up, so your lungs are empty by the time you reach the top. Once you finish your 15, just switch sides. Left ankle over your right knee. Right hand behind your head. Left hand on your belly, and crunch up and twist. So you're trying to get that elbow as close towards your left knee as you can. Count up 15. Try and hold it for a second at the top too, make it really difficult. Because if you're here, if you've made it this far in the class, you obviously got a will to work hard. Okay, once you finish with those, we're going to go back down to lower ab work. So bring your hands underneath your bum again. We're going to do a vertical hip raise. So legs are up over your hips, and using your lower abs to kick your butt up off the floor, and then you try and hold it at the top and lower down slowly. So something like that. Go for 20 of these. Start whenever you're ready. Cool, once you finish those, you're going to bring your feet flat on the floor so you can just about touch your heels with your fingertips. And with your feet in line with your hips and your knees in line with your feet, you're going to push off your hips, push off your feet, raising your butt up towards the ceiling. We're going to do this 20 times. So think about it as like squeezing it very quickly, you hold for a moment, and then you lower down slowly. So using your butt and your hamstrings to raise up high, so high that you almost feel a stretch in the front of your hips, your hip flexors. Cool, once you finish that, roll your knees into your chest, roll over onto your side, push yourself up, and we're gonna come onto your forearms, and the last core exercise will be a forearm plank. I'm gonna hold this for 60 seconds. And I've had some questions in the past about straight arm versus forearm plank. And really, I just prefer forearm plank because it puts less strain on my wrist. But if you want to do a straight arm plank, go for it. But what I'm going to do mine, palms flat on the floor, elbows in line with your shoulders, walk yourself out and drop your hips at their level with your heels and your head. And we'll start right now for 60 seconds. If you want to hold it longer, just keep holding it after we're done. Good, so keeping your hips down just a little bit, Sam. Good, push out through the heels and the crown of your head. As you exhale, draw your belly button into your spine and up to your heart. So you're really using your full core while doing this. 30 seconds to go. 20. 10 seconds left. Staying strong. 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish in child's pose. Stretch out your lower back. Good. And we'll come all the way up to standing. So if you want to hold on to the wall here, we're going to stretch out quad and hip flexors, or you can do a freestanding, but you're going to grab onto one ankle and pull your knee back and your hip forwards. So you feel a stretch through that hip flexor and your quad, the area just above your knee. And as you breathe, you get really tall. As you exhale, you kind of pull that back, drawing your shoulder blade back as well. Whenever you feel like it, you can release. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Two more breaths here. Release. Feet at hip width apart. We'll do our last stretch the way that we started. Inhale, reaching both hands up, and then exhale to fold. Just letting your head and your forearms relax, release, relax, come down. Stay here for about 5 breaths total. And curl all the way back up to standing. Do a little happy dance. Because you're done, congratulations, you did a great job. I'm very proud of all of you for being here. Please join me Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. for more yoga. And I will now unmute everyone and say our friendly bombs.